Darren, talk us through this ridiculous and kind of incredible week. You know, what are your key takeaways up to now?
Yeah, incredible, isn't it, in many ways? We've been talking about how the Prime Minister, Deanna, had been under so much pressure for months and months and months. There was a lot of speculation that he could have gone after the Sue Gray report, that he may have been forced to resign when he got fined by the Metropolitan Police, or that how could he possibly survive that vote of no confidence in June when 40% of his MPs decided to vote against him. And yet, at the start of this week, he was still there, and there was no sign, really, that he was in any imminent danger. In fact, people were talking about the next big hurdle for the Prime Minister being that Standards Committee report in Parliament, looking into whether potentially he may have lied to Parliament or not. And yet, within 24 hours, in many ways, the House of Cards came crashing down. It was like slightly surreal being in Downing Street on Thursday with the Prime Minister resigning as Conservative Party leader, as you can see on screen now. I see surreal because it did in the end happen quite quickly. Those resignations on Tuesday night of the then Chancellor Rishi Sunak and Sajid Javid, and then the drama of Wednesday when you had dozens of resignations, the biggest number of resignations I think we've seen in the government since the 1930s. And yet Boris Johnson on Wednesday night seemed to be digging in. He'd sacked Michael Gove. We were told he was going to go nowhere. And yet by Thursday morning, clearly it became untenable. So it was surreal. And I think in many ways it's still quite difficult to comprehend that this man who's dominated not just our politics over the last couple of years as Prime Minister, but actually over the last decade or so as a really senior political British figure, is now stepping off the stage.